Alright then. I'll just show you. I've drewed some little bits and bobs, some fields, some walls. Just as a little guide to guide me in that, innit? Right, a bit of cerulean blue in there. A bit more than that, because it's not showing. A little bit more than that. Trying to get some on my brush, that's better. There we are, into there. Perfect, that's that sorted. Just that bottom of that, because it's got a puddle. There, puddle. Job's a good one. Right, that's that. Now, need some green for a bottom of here. This bottom bit here where them grasses are going to be. Pop a bit of green in there. There we are, that's a nice green. Pop that in there like that. That's going to be some grasses. Grasses. Right. In fact, I could even soften the edge of that with a towel. Right, now, one sip of coffee. Wonder if, no, I know, I'll do this bit of green here. I don't want to touch that because it'll go spread everywhere. But this bit of green here I can put in, and this bit here, so I'll put them in. So they're quite a light green. See if we can get something similar. That's it, that's a nice green. So I'll come in there, just pop in this quite big area here. Into there, right into there, across there. Don't suppose it matters if I go over that line a bit. That line there I'm talking about. It's not going to matter. There, into there, across there. Let's have a redip. Well, there. Nice bit of green. Into there, across there again. Just go back over that. There we are. Nice green field there. I think that'll do. Some more coffee. Just come right into that point there. Right, I think I can get this bush in. Right, let's use my spiky brush for this. Right, so it's a light, it's not that light, it's quite dark green actually. So I've got my spiky brush. I'm into a dark green. Right. Oh, it's dark here. I tell you what, it gets really light on that top bit. There. A few bits in there like that. And then on this top bit, really light. So I should pop that in. Like that, that's good. Oh, that looks well nice. Now then. I've got to get grassy effect on bottom of there, so I'll stick that in next. Right, a bit too much water on my brush there, shake it off there. Right, so now this dark bit, when I say dark, it's really dark, so I'm going to go Payne's Grey with some Bond Umber, and I'll have some ultramarine blue in there, and all that always works well. Let's try that. grassy effect in at the bottom there like that. Don't know if my hand might be slightly in the way. So I'm just popping in a sort of just a grassy effect in there like that, you see. And then I'll just come in here like this and just blend this up. Something like that. That's about it. I suppose. Is there any more bits? I think this brush, the further back bit's brush too big. I'll squeeze this brush out now and stick it in the water. I think I'm done with it. Right, wipe my hands. Cover with paint. Right, so that's that. Right, come on. Pictures playing up there. Right, I might build this wall up now. So, my coffee's nice today. Right, where's my spiky brush? Here it is. This wall's like it's a really bluey grey colour. So, I'm mixing a load of blue. But it's quite watery because it's not a very dark wall. So it's going to be quite a watery colour. So I've got loads of blue, and then that black colour I've just used on wall, or the dark colour, whatever colour it is, I'm sticking that into this blue. In fact, it's taking it a bit green, so I'll stick a little bit of red in. Stick a bit of red in. Oh, that's perfect. Right, so now I need to get this dead light because I want to get the edges of that green there. So there like that. And then I suppose down here I could get some more, let's say like that, some more grasses in there. Right, so if I just do that, there, in fact I could do that on it all because little highlights are looking nice, right, but I do need to get some rocky stuff like that in. That's nice. Right, where's that little scraper what I had? Seems to have disappeared. Had a little one. That one's a bit big. Why don't I get these things ready before I start? Here it is, I found it. Why don't I get these things ready before I start? I'll never know. I like them little highlights of white in there, so I'm going to do that on wall like that. So I'll just pop it in like that, and then a scrape, straight away into a scrape. So that's the top of that wall, you see. Oh, I can get some scrapes still in there. Good. That's nice. That's a good thing. Right, this wall seems to only come down to about here. Let's get them bits in quick. Very nice. Oh, yeah, that's the top of my wall there. And then just get that last bit in there. Yeah, I like them little white highlights, what I've left. They look nice. And a couple of them in there like that. There we are. That's that. Probably, tell you what, where's my rigger brush anyway? Now that's disappeared and all. Where's that gone? I'll have to use this one. I seem to have lost. Oh, here it is. Here she is. That's usually in there. Seem to have lost everything today. Right, get that rigger brush. Now just pop in. If I'll do it with that blue colour, I'll just pop in. Just a couple of highlights in there, like lowlights, sorry. Just a couple of lowlights in there, and this sort of softening in a bit because that paint's still a bit wet. That's all right. You'll be right. Alright, innit? This is my wall. There, that's giving me that wall effect, you see. That looks pretty good. Oh, that's a nice looking boulder there, look. Just going around getting a bit of a wall effect. There, I like that. What's that? Stick it to one side for 5 minutes. Might be using that again in a bit. Right, so now, here, that's that bush again. That's that again. So, a bit of coffee. Tell you what I'm going to do. Let's get a smallish brush. I'm going to put that dark colour, that bush in here against this wall. Just like that. So I've got that edge on there. That's nice. Just to give me that edge there. That's it. So that will end up touching in with this spiky one. Now this should have the green on it. And that's just that bush again. What we did before. That one there. Tempted to just pop a bit extra in this one. Why not? Go for it, kid. Just a little bit extra in there, just to build it up a little bit. There, straight in it. Now, when I do this field, I'm going to want the edge of that bush, so really I'm going to have to do that with a spiky brush. That's not a problem. Coffee's good. Oh, nah, there's a, I'm pointing at my screen's off thing, so you can't see it. You know, pull that down a bit. That's a bit like that. Not better. Is that better? No, I've cut the top off now. There. There's a little tree about. So I think I'll whack that in. So let's get into some a green colour. Let's have a look. That's a nice colour. There, so it's about, let's test this. Get it in, it's about here. Oh, that looks nice. Coming out of there. Oh, there, about like that. At the back. Sort of something like that. It'll do me. It's actually further down there. Not to worry. Right. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back up here now. That could do with drying before I stick my grasses in. Right, let's go back up here. Save that brush. More coffee. So, what have we got on this brush? Oh yeah, perfect. Nice watery green. Bit more water on there. Oh, that's perfect. So we'll just get this hill in here. To water in. I'll just dip my brush in a bit of water to thin that paint a bit more. And I'll put a bit of green back in there. Then that just varies the strength of my green. Go around this little wall here. Try and be a bit careful, but if I go over it, it's not going to matter. There'll be mosses and bits of green and stuff in that wall anyway. And painting quick's better because you get smoother lines, so that's more important than worrying about every last bit there. That's nice. I suppose I could pop these walls in, really. There's that little brush what I used it earliest there. Let's get these little walls in. Stick them in. We've had another family meeting because I live here with my stepbrother and my stepdad. and we keep having these family meetings what are a bit boring. In fact, it's totally crap. Mainly, I tell you what, I'm just going to get me, where's my spiky brush gone? Let me get another spiky brush because I don't want to wash that paint off. Right, get my spiky brush, and I'm just going to stick some grassy bits on bottoms of these. Like that, that's perfect. Just to get that grasses in there. I'll do the same here. Yeah, we keep having these family meetings, and basically, top and bottom of these family meetings is they're expecting me and my stepbrother Doofus to get jobs. What? I mean, for someone as creative as me to have to go to work, really, it's abuse, innit? It's abuse. I shouldn't have to work when I'm this creative. It's just abuse. But they're expecting me and Doofus to get a job. I mean, fair enough, Doofus should stop being lazy and get a job. He's Doofus is pretty much useless at everything. Look at that little dab in there, because I reckon I can get some patterns out on it. There, that's nice. Yeah, Doofus, just a useless plank. He's not creative like me, but yeah, I don't think I should have to pay for my way in life. I pretty much think creative people like me and people watching this, the world does really owe us a living. So, but anyway, we've been told we've got to get off as lazy backsides and go and get jobs, me and my stepbrother Doofus. Doofus has had one job in the past as a lollipop man where he didn't last very long, he got sacked, and I've not actually managed to get a job ever yet. And they're saying, look, you're in your mid-40s, it's time you both worked, and saying stuff about like we need to grow up, stuff like that. So I've had a look for some jobs going, and I've been for an interview. Had a job interview for this job as a police officer. I think I've done pretty good in this interview. I think I've impressed them. I've basically told them, I said, look, if you employ me as a police officer, what you're going to get is results. Right? I said, you've probably got like a cop book with rules in it, right? Rules. Let me have a sip of this coffee. What I'm saying is, I can tell you now, I am going to break every single one of them rules, right? But you'll give me a lot more leeway than you do your average cop, because I will be getting results. So you'll not mind me breaking them rules, because I will be getting the results, you see. So set me on, and what you'll get is results. And I think they were pretty impressed. So they did say, don't call us, we'll call you. So the fact they've said we'll call you is sort of get it away that I think they're interested. I think I've managed to impress them. So that's good. Because I think that'll be quite an interesting job. So although, yeah, I shouldn't really have to be going out to work, I'm prepared to be a cop. But I did say I do want to be working my way up to detective pretty soon. I don't want to be messing about as a cop for too long. I mainly want to be a detective. Just because detectives are a lot cooler than cops. A lot cooler. Stick some of this in. That's a bit dark, that bit what I've just done there. Let's see if we can rub that out a bit. Don't think Doofus has even managed to get a job interview yet, but he is ahead of me in that he has had one job I was a lollipop man, so he's ahead of me there. But in general, in life, I'm in front of doofus. Ah, there we are. Right. That's what we're going to do next. This bit in here. What I want to do is get my green grass up against there. So this is how I'm going to do it. Can you see what I'm doing there? Shift me on that road. So I'm using the spikes of this brush to get my greens in. Look. I'll come in. What's that? Oh yeah, that was same as that. A bush same as that. So I'll do the same there. That green in there. That's it. And I'll just come up here and blend it in. You can have this sort of look anyway on here. This grass is close up, so if I stick in some stuff like this, it'll look nice as a grassy effect anyway, because it's nice and close up. Something like that. There we are. Let's have a think. I need to get round this one now. Getting that one a bit of a thing. Slightly take this colour slightly darker, so it's sort of. I'm actually using the same colour as what I used there, so I'm going to go slightly darker to come round this. That's better. Just so there is a difference in that colour. That's it. That looks nice. That's that little bush there then. I can come around that. Blend all that in there and there. I can come right up to the edge of there like that. That's it. Nice. I wonder if I were to just take that clip off. There we are. So that's that. And that's going right up to the edge of them bits there. Give me a nice gracious colour. Right. I'm going to get back into this brush, this big brush, and I'm going to come in and do some details around the top of this wall bit here. Not details, but just get in around the top of there. Because that's just top of a wall. That's it. There. Sand. So that now, just a tiny bit more water on my brush. I'll just come in and fill in. So fill in around here. Right up to here, look, this is just the I can just box this all in there. This is just a wall. It's not wall at all, it's a field, but that's giving me a nice thick grassiest look onto that field to make it look like nice thick grass. There, what's that? Oh, in fact, look at that. I'm smoothing out some of them bits there, and some of that paint's coming loose, look, going into them other bits. Well, that's quite a good thing. Now, I think I'm going to go into a slightly darker colour though. I think, shall I? Yeah, it seems to on here, on this bit here. It seems to be on a slightly darker colour, and it seems to be a bit like that. Across top of there like that. That's it. Then, I tell you what, there's a much more yellowish colour in here, this bit down here. That's really bright yellow in here, coming down there. So I'll get whack that in like that, and right up there like that. That's a really yellowish colour. like I say, this bit here, I'll stick some even thicker on there. That's a really greenish colour there. Stick even a bit more of that in. Really greenish colour there. Something like that. Then let's just mix this so it comes into like a really creamy colour. See if I can get that. What's that like? Oh, that's nice. There a bit. Let's try that. A bit like that. Gets into like a creamish colour around here. Just in there like that. Make a creamish colour. And then more of a yellowish colour again. Back on this top bit here. Yeah. Just blend that in there. To that bit there, into there. Something like that. Just soften some of these bits in a tiny bit more. That's better. Like that. I think that's probably just grab this edge a bit so it blends, so it stands out. That's it. That's better. That's pretty good. Right, this bit down here. Some grassy bits in there. Just out in there just to make it look like grassy bits. Let's go darker colour as well just to get some grassiness in there. There we are. That's basically that in there. That's enough. Tell you what, let's get a little bit of really dark and just... That'll do. Right, so that's that. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Right in that background there. I need a really soft, sort of palish colour, something like this. Let's just try that, yeah. Something like that. There's a hill right in here, look. A really faint bit of landing back of there, look. There. I'll go through to about there. Let's just... tad more just on that top bit there. That's it. And then maybe put some bits of fieldy stuffs in there like that, something about like that. Maybe there's quite a few of them. Something like that's nice. And then on bottom of there, where it's seeping into this stuff, I'm going to actually just mist it out. There, that's nice. This just gives that misty, distant, far away look. There we are. Right. I need some dark paints now. Need some darks for in here. Should have left that thing on really. So that's that bit there. That's a few more greeny bits in there actually. That's looking a bit... That's better. Just brightening that up a little bit there, that bush. Yeah, this one as well. Brighten it up a little bit. There we are, that's better. Then that one there, now, needs some real dark in there. Just in there about like that. That's it. Looks nice. I'm wondering whether to darken them fields. Shall I put a bit more into them fields? Let's pop a bit more in them fields, I'm thinking. Not too much, but just a bit. They're looking a bit like they could do with a bit more sort of thing. So let's have a bit more in there like that. I think even this one looks like it could do with just strengthening up a bit. So let's just do that. If I just do that like that, that should do it. A bit in there, there's a bit there, that looks a bit odd. Into there, into down into here. There. That's better. And then we'll have some bits. So in here. That's it. Thicken them up a bit like that. Yellow. Brighten them up a bit. More yellow. That's it. Whack a bit more yellow in to brighten them up a bit. There. That's it, right up next to that wall. And even on this back field here, let's say a bit of yellow in there, just wow it up a bit, make it look a bit closer. A bit of texture in there, that looks nice, doesn't it? There we are. Better. Right, I think I'm going to just plop in, where's that brush again, some more darks on this wall here. Just don't quite look. Needs a bit more, especially on these bottom bits. That's better. There, that's better. Go a bit more bluey colour for this further away one, and do the same thing. Put a lot more blue in it because it's further away. I just want it darker on bottom than on top. That'll make it look more sort of not flat. It's better in it. Now looking at that, just looking at that, on that one, there's some much darker greens around the edges of this bottom bit. That's it. There's some right dark greens just around the edges of there, mainly just from that bit there, about there, and then here. A bit similar on here really. There's lots of little dark bits in there where there's bits of grasses and stuff. There's even some tiny little bits in here. Just bits of texture and stuff, not much, little bits. There, that's nice. And then I'll pop some in here as well, just some extra dark texture bits. That'll do. There. I'll stick some extra bits in there at the bottom of there. There we are. It's that. Right. Get some bit of something in there like that. That's that. I think in here there's not a lot of stuff going on in there. I'll just pop in some little squiggly bits like that. That's about like it. There is actually, let me get some designer's white gouache on my brush, quite a lot, quite thick, and actually some sort of couple of bits like that in there and all. That's enough. Yeah, right. More coffee. There's some sheep in this field. Right. Let's get them in. Designer's white gouache, gouache, whatever that wants to call it. Right, so there's a big one about. You want to stick him about there. I'll stand out there. He's about there. when he's in quite deep grasses. Then there's some more right in this bit here. There's one about there with sunlight hitting him, another one about there, a small one about there, there's one up here what's sort of facing straight on about there. There's one about here. And another one about here. They're both looking straight on. So that's that. Right. Let's get a smaller brush now. Smaller brush. And just get some shadowy colour for these sheep. So on bottoms of this one, look, there's a bit like that. Same there, and same on him. A bit more on that one. Colours a little bit of it. There we are, that's better. Same on this one. Yeah. Got to be careful on him because I don't want it to blob into that one. I think I've managed it. That'll do. And then, down back of this one, it was quite a dark bit down back of there. Let's pop that bit in and then fades out a bit as it comes down here. That's it, something like that. Oh, that's nice there. A bit more in there. There's not really any shadows because the grass is long. So the grass is longing up over the shadows. There's actually a bit of a shadow under this one, and that's about it. Rest of them, there's not really a shadow. Tiny bit of a shadow under that one. Rest of them, grass is longer. I think that's his head. Let's get an even smaller brush. See if we can get some little heads on my sheep. So he's got an head, I can see his head about there. And this one, the pop is there and is there. There. That one, can't actually see his head, but I'll pop it on anyway. Let's look at that. That one needs a bit more of a shadow on it. Yeah, their head's a sort of thing. Right, so that's that. Let's get me beater and ball brush. Yeah. Beater and pull. And guess what they're doing? They're out looking for worms. Let's pop a BD in somewhere. Let's pop it. Ooh, I don't know. Let's not pop it. Let's pop it there. Birthday or birthday. Jobs are good. There we are. There. Hold it still. There. Nice little sketch. Took a long time, but I think you'll find it's worth it. That really a bit more of a complicated one. That there are quite a lot of stuff in there to get in, so it's took a while. But there you are. I'll see you on beach.